How I changed my life. Today we're going to go over how I changed my life, and this is for the better, not the worse. To start things off, I think I'm going to go over the fact that I still highly believe I've been in psychosis for the last 5 to 7 years, And I say that because I don't know when I was actually in psychosis. I just know I felt like a different person during that time. It was just like a light switch. I stopped enjoying all the things I used to enjoy. I stopped doing the things that I used to do. And again, it was just like a light switch. Somebody just shut it off. And here I am, not knowing what's going on, basically. Well, just the other day, again, just like a light switch, I feel 100% different. I'm doing the things that I used to enjoy. I don't really know how to explain it, but just like a light switch is like the key factor to all of this. I feel like my old self again. I know how I did it, so we will be going over that, but for now, not yet. Basically, I believe I found the cure for schizophrenia or even any mental illness. So when you think about it, all mental illnesses is a chemical imbalance in your brain. So if you're missing dopamine or serotonin, you most likely have a mental illness. Those are the two big chemicals. That one is the feels good chemical, and the other one's I think it makes you happy. I don't fully remember what serotonin does, but I know what dopamine does, and that's the feel good chemical. So on my way to Pennsylvania, I was doing a bit of research, and I don't remember why I was doing research. I remember now. I was looking up addictions because I was thinking a lot about it, and I was thinking, well, maybe I have a dopamine addiction. That's the feel good chemical. So I just was doing research on it so I could understand it. Well, on one of the articles I came across, it said, I think it was too much dopamine causes schizophrenia. That's when you're usually labeled as schizophrenic, is when you have too much dopamine in your system. Well, I stopped listening to music, and I was talking to my family about it, and I was like, hey, it turns out that I need to have less dopamine, and then that could basically fix my issue. And my dad was like, no, you don't have enough dopamine, and you just gotta have fun to create it. And I was like, okay, I don't fully believe that, but we'll see where things go, basically. Well, I messaged my best friend and I asked him, how do I have fun? Because I truly don't know how to have fun if I'm not having fun by now. You know what I mean? Like, if I have low dopamine, then I don't know how to have fun. So he told me a couple of things. He listed them off that I need to stop and all of this and that. And I was like, okay. Well, I didn't have to stop any of that, really. which I guess could be seen as a bad thing because there are some things I should probably stop. But for the most part, like social media is one of them. You know, I don't need to be on social media. I mean, I kind of do since I do YouTube and stuff like that, but outside of that, I don't need to go scrolling through Facebook to see what I'm missing. You know what I mean? Either way, he told me that, and I was like, okay, I'll see what I can do and go from there. And here comes the juicy part, because this is how I changed my life for the best, I think. You know, all I did was I started doing things that made me nostalgic. And like a light switch, I feel 100% like I used to. You know, like, come on. Was it really that easy? You know? So, I guess you could say it's kind of the cure, but not fully, because I can go back into psychosis any minute now. But all I have to do is remember to have fun, or to create that dopamine, I need to have nostalgic moments. You know, this is gonna sound really weird, but I have been sitting in my brother's room watching him play Hero Chronicles like I used to. So as kids, we used to have to take turns to play games on the computer, because we only had one computer at the time. You know, it was the family computer. Well, what my brother and I used to do, or at least what I used to do, I don't really remember my brother doing it that much, but what I used to do is I'd pull up a chair next to him and I'd watch him play, because that was just as fun as playing myself at the time, you know? So I started doing that about 2 or 3 weeks ago, you know, and it was pretty fun. But this was before I knew about the dopamine and how I needed more of it and all of that. So, you know, I wasn't really trying very hard to have nostalgic moments at the time. You know, like, yeah, they were good. They were really good moments. You know, I remember being high and looking at my, or not looking at mine, but looking at all of our old computer games that my mom's kept throughout the years. That was the most nostalgic thing ever. You know, like going through old games that you've forgotten about. Like, that was a good day. So yeah, the cure for me anyways is nostalgic moments. So if you know anybody that is struggling with a mental illness, or just struggling in life at all, tell them to try to have some nostalgic moments, and tell them to just trust you on it. You know, you can even tell them that I said to trust them on it. You know what I mean? Because if I can help people, I want it to be this way. You know, I want to help people through the power of hope, which I don't remember if I've gone over on this channel or not. But basically, the power of hope is scientists had taken some rats, put them in water. They swam for 15 minutes before they drowned. Scientists got more rats, put them in water. 15 minutes came, they started to drown. He picked them up, give them this little bit of hope, puts them back in the water, and they swim for 60 hours. You know, that is what I want to do. I want to be that scientist who pulls the rats out of the water before they drown. You know, I want to be that person who picks somebody up before they drown. And that's just how I want to help people. You know, I could care less about how I've been helping other people, or helping people all these other ways, you know, like through World of Warcraft guides or Terraria guides, or, you know, I could honestly care less about that. You know, my true passion is to help people through the power of hope. Although, you know, I have been helping people through other means, which I really do like, don't get me wrong. You know, I love getting even a simple thanks on one of my videos, you know. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.